Hello, welcome back to the Mindtrek.net game server. I just finished doing the revamp work in the hangar to accommodate our friend the Delta Flyer. This of course is the Mad Squirrel Delta Flyer. It is a superb build. You should check out some of his other shuttles if you are on the server. I had to take a little bit of creative license with the hangar area. I'm sorry, it had to be done. Please don't shoot me. The hangar, I had to widen the hangar by 2 blocks this way to accommodate this ship, and it barely fits. And you know, it is what it is. It's a big ship, but it does fit out the door. That was the main thing. So she'd swing here, then she'd kind of do her little whoa, out the door she'd go. Height-wise, everything she fits just barely fits. But on the deck plans, there's a little lift catwalk here. Yeah. So it comes from the catwalk up here to this, and anyways, it looks uglier than sin, but it, you know, if we only had half blocks for everything, it would be so much better. But yeah, but that's pretty much it. Just wanted to show that real quick. Now, of course, since this ship has one extra deck, I'm able to accommodate the Delta Flyer. If it didn't have one extra deck, the Delta Flyer would be like just skimming, just under, like a half a block underneath of that. So we're pretty fortunate. I'm gonna probably, I was thinking maybe on this, kind of doing something like I did below, like that, here, because this is the command and control deck, so, or the flight controller's office of the hangar deck. So think of something like that, but I don't know. I don't know. Simply don't know. And I don't really care that I don't know. We call that being ignorant. Just putting it out there. Alrighty. Anyway, something like that. Little flight controller here, and this would be like a little doorway. I'm just gonna put down some. No, that's a half block. We want a full block. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and put our sand block down real quick here. Yeah, when I record episodes, I usually record them pretty much back to back with a small delay of time. I try to avoid the delays if I can. I was following some guys around earlier that actually they're still on the server. They're recording something, so I thought it was kind of funny. So I go over and spied on them for a bit, see what they're up to. This is all. We're not going to use this space, so I'm just going to go ahead and magenta it out. Okay. Yeah, pretty much all I did was that. I wanted to finish up the bowl underneath the saucer, where the captain shack goes. But also I wanted to, again, here we go. This is going to be a pretty short video, just kind of outlining some of the changes I made. I want to talk to, my cat just left me a present outside. This is the extra deck we have, and this is a big engineering area that we have available to us. I wanted to put a little turbo lift in here, because I know I've seen in the show where they follow a turbo lift and they step down here and they step out and they're at the hangar. I know I saw the episode. I don't remember what episode it was, but I do remember them having an aft turbo lift back here. So I'd like to put this in. I'd like to implement this on the extra deck. But anywho, that's pretty much it. By the time this video comes out, I probably will have already talked to him about that, so it's kind of a moot point at this point. I'm the captain on the Enterprise C. I guess they're doing Paul and Mary, right? Paul and Mary, who knows? Some of the names people come up with, you know, pretty weird, but they are what they are. Anyways, just get down here and finish this up real quick so we know it's done. Yeah. I may not talk while I'm doing this, so just bear with me as I run through it real quick. I love cats that leave me presents. It's Probably a baby rabbit. I know, I know. Boo-hoo. Wah. Ooh, cool, this will work. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Cargo lift can even come down here. Outstanding. Out effing standing. Black, black, black. Come on. Come on. Black, black. Out effing standing. Very, very good. Oops. Well, push comes to shove, they got an access point down here for the lift from above. Me like a lot. Me like a lot. All right. Yeah, that's a transporter transceiver array or sender, whatever. I know the name for it. I just don't think of it off the top of my head. Here, I said I'm gonna be quiet, yet I'm yakkering on. Oh, darn it! I had this all done too. It's just a bug. Ah. Well, looks like we get to deadfall sand again. Oh, pain sticklers. Klingon pain sticks. Another thing is, the transporter has now got its own little area all to itself. We don't have to worry about wrapping stuff around it, which is nice. Last time we had to wrap, the quarter came here, and we had to angle it in, or I angled it in so that I could comp for it. But we don't have to worry about that now because M fixed my screw up for me. Thank you, Mr. M. Still feel bad about that, but you know, we live, we learn. We get married, and then we wish we'd learned more earlier. Or worse, you know. Get married more than once, and you just never learn your lesson. That'll say about you, if you don't learn your lesson once, you're stupid. Or as like divorce lawyers like to say, you're a cash cow. Yep, single-handedly keeping the divorce lawyer industry going. Yes. It's best not to get married more than once, or at all if you can avoid it, but if you find someone, go for it. Just make sure she's a Trek fan. If she's not a Trek fan, she will make your life effing miserable. You know. Seriously. Must make her an apps. She must be a Trek fan. There can be no exceptions. I'm giving you the benefit of knowledge here, folks. If your woman doesn't like science fiction and you do, it ain't gonna work out. It's not gonna work out. You know, she says she likes science fiction, but she doesn't, you know, you have your reservations. It ain't gonna work out. Yeah. I know I'm being a cynic, but you know what? I've been there, I know. I can be all the cynic I want to be. If you're a sci-fi geek and you really want to, you know, meet a woman that you can spend a lot of time with, or maybe the rest of your life with, I really recommend you you stick to what you know. If you know Star Trek, there are a lot of female science fiction fans out there, and there are a lot of female science fiction fan authors. So obviously, in science fiction, is one of the most money-grossing things of all time for movies. Look at the top 5 movies; they're all science fiction. You know, I don't consider Titanic to be anything but science fiction. That is a bad movie. But you know what I'm saying is, science fiction sells; it makes money. And people that say that they don't like science fiction, they still go see the movies. So, is what it is. Go to Star Trek conventions or other, like, you know, GameCon conventions or things like that, or even gaming events. You'll be surprised how many you folks you run into that share your passion of the opposite sex. So if you're a girl and you want a guy, you know, same thing goes. And believe it or not, it's easier for a lady to get a guy friend than it is for a guy to get a lady friend. So, just saying. So, dudes, if you really want to have a meaningful, you know, loving relationship with a nice woman, so that rubber doll that sits in your closet that's inflated, I know it's cruel, it's an evil joke, oh boo-hoo, grow up. It's just a joke. Come on. Yeah, check out conventions, or even, I hate to say it, girls like to read. Library. Or you can get into soft, furry little pet things, because girls like those too. Cats. Some don't like cats, though. I haven't yet met a woman that does not like a cat. But they do exist. Remarkably, they do exist. Replace. Probably having more fun reading the chat than you're listening to me. It may not place it because... Oh, no, it did. Awesome. I still have no idea what I'm going to use to fill this area in here out with. I really have no clue what I'm going to fill this in with. I have no idea. There's nothing on the drawings for it. And, it's big enough that we could actually make an entire deck out of it if we wanted to. Look at this. It's a deck. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to M, because I really don't know what to put in there. I mean, we could at this point over here easily get rid of that stuff. Well, I want that there. Easily step it up to another deck here, which would be under the cargo area. So that's something I'm gonna have to run by M, because I really don't know what to put in there. And I don't want to because that would be another major deviation from the deck plans, having something under there. It could just be machinery. It could just be an extension of the cargo deck area. It could be water storage or whatever. But that's something I want to run by M before we do anything, because I really would like to use the space logically, and having it there just as empty space, so much of it, when it could be used as an additional deck, what can I tell you? And if we were going to do that, I would move these from here to over here, but actually I like them here because that's where they're at on the drawings, so best to stay with that scenario. Okay, then over to you. Replace air with wool. It works every time until I typo wrong. And right here, replace air wool, and that takes care of that. And then let's come over here and do it all over again. Replace air wool. I'll have to go back and, of course, trim a lot of this extra stuff out of here. I believe this is episode 10 of the Mindtrek Voyager Build Out. Still a lot more to go. A lot more to go. We're still working on the decks, of course, and still doing a bunch of other nifty things that we like to do. But yeah, I will be starting on working again on. Ooh, what the hell? Nasty. Well, actually, this has got to be. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we got to move this out one here. Might help if I remember certain things that I've learned and forget. Oh, I so often forget things. But yeah, this will be like a turbo lift door right here, guys. These may not be used for turbo lifts this time out. I don't know. It really depends on what we decide to do. In which case, you have got to be changed to the standard lock. There we go. And since that does that, we can do this. Haha. Looks pretty good, don't it, ladies and gentlemen? And what I will do here... you know what? I'm going to leave that there. I'll leave that there for right now. And we'll sort it out on the flip side. Yeah, she's looking pretty much done down here, folks. Again, I will talk to him about utilizing some of this space. I don't know if we will or won't. I mean, obviously we can put another whole deck down here. You know, then utilize this space here as whatever, but we can easily come all the way over here like so. You can have an extended balcony or whatever, but yeah. Whatever, you know. Since this whole area right here can be utilized, I don't know how we'd do it. Again, I think we'd come up right here because this would seem like the best place to enter it, and then, but you know, I'd hate to have a deck here, a real small room, and then another deck here, and then whatever's here. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, we could move this stuff out to the edge here and utilize it. Again, I could have the scaling wrong, which is entirely possible. I could seriously have the scaling wrong, and this actually belongs over here. Yeah, it's entirely possible. I can look at the drawings, but I don't know. I'm gonna let him be the final judge of that. But right now, this is the way it feels on the deck plans itself. It feels right through here, you know. But I could easily move this up and take up this space here. But we had a window here. Remember, we had this block here. It was a window. So, but we'd move that to here. This would become the new window, like so. And then the smaller windows, of course, would be like right here. And I think this is there you go, single, double, single. No, single, double, single. Okay. So this one would be a single, and then a double, and then another double would be right. Well, we'd have that window there, so would be like right here. Be like that. And of course this window would still be there, but you know, because it's part of this area here. But I don't know. We will see. We will make the determination later. Anyways, this has been the MindTrack.net game server. I wanted to call it forum again, but I didn't. And I do appreciate you taking the time to watch. And I hope to see you soon. Or at least see you on the server anyways. Thanks again. Bye-bye.